From the Daily Wire, breaking. Jose Abrera found guilty of removing Georgia nursing student Laken Riley from the planet. You know, things like this are particularly heart-wrenching because it's more than just deleting something from the planet. It's more than that. You see, we go through that every day here in America, right? You go through that all the time. Everyone has seen it. What makes this particularly egregious is that it didn't have to happen. The most perplexing part about it is it didn't have to go down the way it did. All you would have needed was a president that cared about its citizens. All you needed was a closed, secured border. That's all you needed. And then this young lady would still be with us. She isn't now because of Joe Biden. It is directly connected to his failed border policies. Let's just throw open the floodgates and hope against hope that we only get the good ones. And even if we don't get the good ones, it's really immaterial to us gaining power. We just need warm bodies. And so this administration is more than willing to sacrifice your sons and daughters for their grasp at power. That's what this was about. The Democrats lust for uncontested power in an electorate. That's what this is about. Don't lose sight of that. The illegal immigrant on trial for the murder of Georgia nursing student Laken Riley has been found guilty on all counts. Jose Abrera, 26, was found guilty on 10 charges, including deleting her, kidnapping, and aggravated assault with intent to do some horrible things to her, who was found deleted after she went jogging at the University of Georgia's in Athens, the New York Post reported. Abrera had previously waived his right to a jury trial, so the verdict came from Judge Patrick Haggard during a bench trial. Haggard rendered his decision just 19 minutes after the prosecution and defense presented closing arguments. During her closing arguments, prosecutor Sheila Ross spent 45 minutes summarizing the facts of the case, saying the evidence against Abrera was overwhelming. She noted that Abrera's roommates testified that he was guilty. His DNA was found under Riley's fingernails, and his fingerprints were found on her cell phone. Quote, quite frankly, she got him. She scratched him, Ross said, referring to the injuries that were found on Abrera's hands and arms. On Monday, photos of Abrera's hands and arms were with scratches were shown in court, the Daily Wire reported. Ross also relayed some of the more graphic details of the crime. He put okay, I can't, so this is what he does to her. There's no reason to do this, except to silence her forever. She also reminded the judge that Abrera was seen on surveillance footage disposing of a bloody jacket. So they have him, dead to rights. Like, you're not taking a risk. This is the guy. Here's my question for you. Life in prison. So in the end, we end up paying for him. Now, some of you are probably thinking we should deport him. Just deport him. Just get rid of him. It would depend on how you did it and when you did it. Because if you deport him now, Biden's going to let him back in. if you deport him now, send him back, he's going to come right back and perhaps do the exact same thing. So it would, when you have someone like Joe Biden in office, there's no holds barred. They will do anything to gain and retain power. Period. And so I don't know how you guys feel about this, because I don't want to have to pay for him for the rest of his life. I don't know about you. I don't want that. I mean, can we give him the death penalty? I think in this instance, it would be warranted, but I don't know that they have that in Georgia. And I didn't look it up, because look, man, if you have children, stuff like this happens, you got to think of the parents, the mom and dad, all the stuff that they're not going to get to see anymore. I'm not talking about just her. I'm talking about the grandkids that she would provided for them. Her wedding, all the pictures, all the holiday, all the stuff that they're never going to get again. He took it away because he was horny. Okay. And Democrats are more than willing to continue this trend. Right now, as President Trump maps out a plan for mass deportation, Democrats are doing everything in their power to obstruct. Right now, California, in Los Angeles, they are doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on not informing ICE of illegals. The damnedest thing. And then, of course, once they lose, they're mad because enough black people, enough black men didn't vote for them. I mean, this is, I don't like any of this. And it's maddening when you know I would have secured the border. And again, the tragedy is that this didn't have to happen. People are going to tell you, well, murder happens all the time in this country. And, we gotta, it's like, no, not murders like this. But with a Joe Biden administration, it's going to continue. If you thought for a second that Kamala was actually going to close that border, you're out of your mind. She was going to do exactly what the deep state told her to do, because she doesn't have a belief system. She just kind of goes where the wind blows. I feel for them. I really, really do. And if you don't, it's because you don't have children. So just, keep living. Just keep living. Okay. Eventually, you're going to see it. And it's not a pretty picture. My heart goes out to the family. I don't know what else to say. All right, that's it for now. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. Until the next time, dedicate this video to LAKEN Riley. May God bless your soul. I don't know if she was born again or not, but I pray that she was. All right, guys, that's it for now. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.